Brown, and I had the opportunity to work with a 5th grade student named Haley, and this is my case study presentation. Who is she? Haley is 11 years old. She's in the 5th grade, and she lives with her father, stepmother, and 4 brothers. Her oldest brother is in the same grade as her. Although she doesn't live with her real mother is very active in her life, and her stepmother is the one that comes to all of the meetings, the IEP meetings. Haley is very healthy. She has no medical or health issues, and her diagnosis is specific learning disability in reading. When she does it well. Her strengths are writing, science, and leadership skills. Haley loves to write narrative stories about her life. She finds it as an escape. Science, she loves science because it's very hands-on, and she's more of a kinesthetic learner. And Haley possesses great leadership skills throughout the classroom and in the school. Her interests are basketball, watching television. Her favorite show is Teenage Ninja Turtles, and she loves to read books about animals. Haley expressed to me that she loves to read books about animals because it tells their life cycles, their habitats, and what they do, and that's very interesting to Haley. And again, writing is another one of her interests. Overcoming challenges makes life meaningful. Haley is a very well-behaved student. However, when she's around her friends, she tends to misbehave. This normally happens in reading when she chooses where to sit on the carpet. She always chooses to sit with 3 of her best friends, and when they talk to her, she tends to talk back, and the teacher normally has to make eye contact with Haley or call her name to get her attention back. Academically, she struggles with reading. This is a difficulty because it affects every other subject area. Haley performs better when she is able to read out loud. I've worked with Haley several times with taking AR tests, and she will read the book to me out loud and take a test and make 100 on those tests. One thing that I wish the teacher would implement is whisper phones in the classroom for Haley. I think this would be very beneficial to Haley when it comes to reading. Why is it different? These are 3 settings that I observed Haley in. One was a reading setting, lunch setting, and math setting. Again, with the reading, Haley, she's an excellent student. She has a passion to learn. However, she's easily distracted by her friends. In the lunch setting, Haley demonstrates appropriate behavior, and she follows all directions that are given to her, and she self-monitors herself throughout the lunch period. And self-monitoring is a great skill to have. I feel like every student needs to be able to self-monitor themselves. And the math setting, Haley gets embarrassed when she asks questions in front of her peers. She tends to give up when she becomes frustrated. I typically just try to encourage Haley to ask questions when she don't understand the material. I always tell her that we're here to help her and that she shouldn't feel embarrassed about anything. What did the sociogram reveal? Haley has 3 friends that she chooses to do everything with. Unfortunately, she doesn't have many other friends because she chooses not to part from those friends. She is aware of the students who are high achievers and students who have similar interests as her. One thing that interests me on the sociogram was Haley has this one best friend that she chose for everything. Haley drew multiple lines to this one person, but when I examined that other student's sociogram, she didn't draw any lines to Haley. So that really interests me. Ready to read. This is a reading lesson that I did with the class. I read the story 3 Little Pigs to the students, and we did a think, pair, share. I modeled how to complete a Venn diagram with the students, and then the students went back to their seats to read a short passage and complete their very own Venn diagram. And then the accommodation that I made for Haley was to pull her in a small group to complete the passage and complete the Venn diagram with her. This accommodation worked very well for Haley just because I got the opportunities to assess her knowledge of what she learned in whole group instruction, and she was able to read the passage out loud to me, so I think that helped a lot with completing the Venn diagram. Ready to convert? This is a math lesson that I taught with the students, and I made an accommodation for Haley, which I paired Haley with a peer tutor. During the math lesson, we were converting units, and I did problems on the smart board, and I allowed the students to come to the smart board and work out problems. And we also played a smart board conversion games. And I just paired Haley with a peer tutor just in case, but Haley seemed to grasp the concept very easily. So I think she would have been okay without the peer tutor. Ready to write? Like I said, writing is something Haley enjoys. So this was a very easy lesson for Haley. We completed a science experiment, and then we went outside and we launched bottle rockets using acids and bases. And then I came back and I modeled informative writing with the students, and I instructed the students to write one paragraph informing readers what they learned from the science experiment. Accommodations. I really didn't have to make any accommodations for Haley during this assignment. I did allow her extra time to complete the assignment, but if Haley is unable to complete the assignment in the given amount of time, allow her extra time to complete the assignment, which it was one-page writing. And like I said, Haley loves to write, and she didn't need the accommodations for this one. Was it successful or not so much? Haley doesn't require many accommodations. However, the accommodations that I did implement were successful. Believe and achieve. Haley is a joy to work with, and she enjoys learning, but sometimes she gets frustrated during the process. I always try to encourage Haley to try her best and to ask questions when she doesn't understand the material. I verbally praise Haley when she completes a task. Something that I might have done differently is to implement a reward system for Haley. I feel that if Haley completed a difficult task, I should have rewarded her with something other than just verbal praise. I taught her, she taught me. The most important thing that I learned from Haley is that if you can believe it, you can achieve it. Although Haley faces challenges on a daily basis, she never gives up. She inspired me to never stop chasing after my dreams, even if challenges arise. Oh, the places Haley will go. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the one who will decide where to go. Dr. Seuss. Thank you.